In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to change the color of a car in Photoshop in a realistic way. This is a super useful technique for photographers, car enthusiasts, designers, or anyone who wants to experiment with different paint colors without actually repainting a vehicle. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to transform any car color naturally while keeping reflections, shadows, and details intact. If you find this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Photoshop tutorials like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your car image in Adobe Photoshop. Go to File, then Open, and select your photo. Once your image is open, the first thing we want to do is protect the original layer. In the Layers panel, right-click on the background layer and duplicate it, or simply press Ctrl-J on Windows or Command-J on Mac. This creates a copy of your image, so you can always go back to the original if needed. Working non-destructively is very important in Photoshop. Now we need to select the car body. Go to the toolbar and choose the Quick Selection tool. You can press W on your keyboard to activate it quickly. With the Quick Selection tool selected, start painting over the car body. As you drag your mouse over the car, Photoshop will automatically detect edges and expand the selection. Take your time here and carefully select only the painted areas of the car. Try to avoid selecting the windows, tires, headlights, and background. If you accidentally select too much, hold down the Alt key on Windows or Option key on Mac to subtract from the selection, then paint over the areas you want to remove. Zoom in using Ctrl+ to get more precise around edges and detailed sections. The cleaner your selection, the more realistic your final result will look. Once you're happy with your selection, it's time to change the color. With the car still selected, go down to the bottom of the Layers panel and click on the Adjustment Layer icon. Choose Hue Saturation from the list. Because we had an active selection, Photoshop automatically creates a layer mask based on that selection. This means your color change will only affect the car, not the entire image. In the Hue Saturation Properties panel, start by moving the Hue slider. As you drag it left or right, you'll see the car color change instantly. This allows you to experiment with completely different colors in seconds. Next, adjust the Saturation slider to control how rich or intense the new color looks. If the color feels too strong or unrealistic, reduce the saturation slightly. Then adjust the Lightness slider if needed. Be careful with lightness, as too much can make the car look flat or washed out. At this stage, the color has changed, but it might not look fully realistic yet. To improve realism and preserve natural reflections and shadows, go to the Layers panel and change the blend mode of the Hue Saturation Adjustment layer to color. This ensures that only the color information changes, while the original brightness and texture remain intact. If the effect still looks too strong, lower the opacity of the adjustment layer slightly until it blends naturally with the image. Now let's fix any problem areas. Sometimes the color spills onto windows, tires, or small details. To correct this, click on the Layer Mask thumbnail of the Hue Saturation layer. Select the Brush tool, set your foreground color to black, and use a soft brush. Painting with black on the mask will hide the color effect from those areas. Carefully paint over windows, headlights, or trim where the color doesn't belong. If you make a mistake, switch your brush color to white to bring the effect back. If your car has strong reflections or metallic paint, you can enhance the realism even more. Click the Adjustment Layer icon again and choose Color Balance. Place this layer above the Hue Saturation layer. Now adjust the highlights, midtones, and shadows separately to fine-tune how the new color interacts with light. This step helps maintain that glossy metallic finish and prevents the car from looking flat. And that's it. You've successfully changed the color of a car in Photoshop in a realistic and professional way. This technique is fast, non-destructive, and fully adjustable, so you can always come back and tweak the color later. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more easy Photoshop guides in 2026. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.